And John Cena, perhaps the most decorated superstar in WWE history, in action here.
I am looking forward to this.
If you haven't hit record yet, now might be a good time to do that. These guys are going to have a match you'll want to watch over and over again.
John Cena is one of WWE's longest tenured veterans, but he's still got plenty left in the tank.
I'll agree with you, Byron. There's a reason they call the guy Big Match John.
Oh, what a slam! That hurt! Perhaps he's thinking the ring can't contain what he has in mind here.
John Cena is one of the greatest in-ring performers in WWE history, but he's no slouch on the microphone either. Whether he's rapping insults or dealing out harsh truths, Cena can be an intimidating presence when he speaks to the WWE Universe. Harsh impact.
Byron, you spoke before about John Cena's verbal acumen matching his wrestling skills, and we've seen that in practice a lot lately. His in-ring battle with Roman Reigns was accentuated by Cena shooting straight about Reigns' failings.
Gentlemen, I think the biggest feather in Cena's speaking cap is that he got the WWE Universe to boo The Undertaker by repeatedly calling out the dead man ahead of WrestleMania. Now that is microphone mastery.
Out there, bam! What a slam! What a stomp! Good grief!
Hits him with a gut-wrench suplex.
What impact! Xavier Woods in some trouble here.
I'm not sure how much more he has to give. He has to be disappointed in this performance. He really is so much better than what he's shown so far tonight.
Oh my God, guys! Look at this!
Let's do this!
Powerbomb!
That's it.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, continuing to punish them.
John Cena's WWE career began in 2002, and his first victory was over Y2J Chris Jericho. Cena back then was filled with ruthless aggression.
And look at the quickness by Cena.
Guys, it's imperative he gets back in the ring.
Yeah, otherwise he's looking at a countout.
Boom, what impact! Oh, what a combo! Oh, come on. Don't have it end like this.
Single.
Action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that... Here's the cover. He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that.
The book hasn't quite.
Alexander's looking to end it. Is he done? He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Super kick.
He's on the defensive here, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring with.
This is going to be big, one way or another. What are we going to see here? Hung up on... Ah, what a neck breaker.
Oh, right to the face.
Cedric Alexander really seems to thrive when it comes to tournaments. In 2016, he had a classic match against Kota Ibushi in the Cruiserweight Classic. 2 years later, a tournament got him in a championship match at WrestleMania.
Oh, look at the squeeze. It's on like a vice grip.
Oh, that just looks nasty.
There it is. It's locked in.
Smart maneuver.
Byron mentioned Cedric winning his way to WrestleMania in 2018 via the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. I'd argue that he had the toughest road to WrestleMania.
I'm not going to argue with you, Cole. I mean, he took on the Cruiserweight Classic runner-up, and then the guy that won the Cruiserweight Classic, and then Roderick Strong, and then Mustafa Ali, and then he finally won the Cruiserweight Championship.
Tossed around like a rag doll. Cedric Alexander is one of the most highly touted cruiserweights in recent history, but his road to the Cruiserweight Championship took a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, Michael, a lot of us expected to see Cedric contend for the title as soon as he joined 205 Live, but the drama with Alicia Fox and a knee injury kept him out of the title picture.
Ooh, what impact.
You guys mentioned mentioned Cedric Alexander's path to the Cruiserweight Championship. He was actually #1 contender before the tournament started, but had to compete in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament just like everybody else.
A lesser man would have complained or put less than his best effort in, but it made Cedric fight harder than ever. It took almost 2 years, but Cedric Alexander became Cruiserweight Champion on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Incoming! Cedric Alexander is perhaps the most balanced arsenal on 205 Live. He can hit you from the sky with his strikes and toss you into the lumbar check. How do you prepare for Cedric?
Injuries happen to everyone who steps in the ring, and when they keep you sidelined for an extended period, you know it's a more serious ailment. Cedric Alexander missed 5 months with a knee injury. Do the math.
Wow, elbow! Taken off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
Discussing strategy against Cedric Alexander earlier. Do you think that's a sound move, Byron?
I don't know, Michael. A truly serious injury forces a competitor to change their moveset. Cedric is still burying those knees in the backs on a weekly basis with the lumbar check. I think he came back from that injury stronger than ever.
Man, this has been a great matchup. Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this. He's in a little bit of trouble now. Looks to me like he's starting to feel the pressure, guys.
If he wants to win this thing, he's going to need to make some changes here. There's no way he can stay in this match if he doesn't find a way to fend off this attack.
Man, I knew this was going to be a closely fought battle, but I didn't realize it was going to be this close. This is unreal.
I've heard it from countless superstars over the years, including Stone Cold Steve Austin, that this arena in Rosemont is their favorite arena to compete in. Boom! Going to have to shake off the moderate damage that's been inflicted here and find a way to maintain the upper hand. Alexander's looking to end it. Cedric Alexander is perhaps the most balanced arsenal on 205 Live. He can hit you from the sky with his strikes and toss you into the lumbar check. How do you prepare for Cedric?
Injuries happen to everyone who steps in the ring, and when they keep you sidelined for an extended period, you know it's a more serious ailment. Cedric Alexander missed 5 months with a knee injury. Do the math.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. Discussing strategy against Cedric Alexander earlier, Corey mentioned Cedric's knee injury. Do you think that's a sound move, Byron?
I don't know, Michael. A truly serious injury forces a competitor to change their moveset. Cedric is still burying those knees in the backs on a weekly basis with the lumbar check. And I think he came back from that injury stronger than ever.
Big slam. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Incoming. Going all the way up. Whoa! He's going for it all. Look out! Both of these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. Nailed it. Will he be victorious? Was it ever even a question?
I called it. I called it.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
No doubt about it, he brought his A game, as you can see here.
Here is your winner, Akon.
Where's this going?
I think it's about to be a highlight reel.
What a stomp! Good grief! This might be it! Oh, my! What a stomp! Good grief! That's how you wear down your opponent. Oh my goodness, this hurts! Oh! Here we go, folks, as we kick off this tag team match.
If you haven't hit record yet, now might be a good time to do that. These guys are going to have a match you'll want to watch over and over again.
Hey, Corey, when's the last time you checked your lumbar?
I don't know what you're trying to get at, Saxton. I don't consent to a lumbar check from Cedric Alexander. I've got my own chiropractor. Thank you very much. Tremendous impact.
Cedric Alexander really seems to thrive when it comes to tournaments. In 2016, he had a classic match against Kota Ibushi in the Cruiserweight Classic. 2 years later, a tournament got him in a championship match at WrestleMania.
That's not what he had planned.
I would hope not, Michael.
Beautiful technique.
Byron mentioned Cedric winning his way to WrestleMania in 2018 via the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. I'd argue that he had the toughest road to WrestleMania.
I'm not going to argue with you, Cole. I mean, he took on the Cruiserweight Classic runner-up, and then the guy that won the Cruiserweight Classic, and then Roderick Strong, and then Mustafa Ali, and then he finally won the Cruiserweight Championship.
Absolutely has to get back in the ring.
There's no way around it.
Cedric Alexander is one of the most highly touted cruiserweights in recent history, but his road to the Cruiserweight Championship took a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, Michael, a lot of us expected to see Cedric contend for the title as soon as he joined 205 Live, but...
And that's it. This one is over. The steps connect.
That hurt me just watching.
The Celtic Warrior is here. Mr. Money in the Bank. And here comes the Architect. And it looks like it'll be these two superstars kicking it off here tonight.
Oh, man, this is going to be great.
Just carrying the opposition here.
But you can't carry your opponent all day. You gotta make a move eventually.
Tear the features clean off your face.
Ooh! You gotta believe this one's over.
Big knee. And right between the shoulder blades.
Back in from the floor. Uh-oh. What is Sin Cara going to do here? What's going to happen here?
Don't do this.
Oh, gosh.
Sunset flip. Powerbomb.
That's it.
One thing you always have to take into consideration when you're in there against Sin Cara is the Luchador's incredible speed. You have to try and wear Sin Cara down if you're going to have any chance against it.
Unceremoniously deposited down.
When a superstar is as dynamic as Sin Cara, it presents several problems for an opponent. Corey, what you talked about earlier should be a superstar's priority when colliding with the faceless one. Wear Sin Cara down and don't let up.
Sin Cara's bread and butter is taking it to the sky against an opponent, which is why it's of the utmost importance to try and wear the faceless one down and keep him grounded.
Oh, man, incredible impact! Oh, what a chop to the side of the face.
He's done.
At the arm. Oh, my goodness, crushing it.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, moonsault.
Incredible agility.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
There's the tag. Going up top. And here we go. This tag team match is going to be heated, to say the least.
Oh, my God, guys. Look at this.
Don't do this.
Son, into a power bomb.
That's it. The fist has been dropped.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. He paid for that one.
Oh, man, big time. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions.
Hit. Here on NXT.
Hey, Michael, Corey.
What? And we're now underway with this huge tag team match.
Guys, there's nothing like a good old-fashioned tag team match.
Man.
She's not careful. Things can get out of control in a hurry.
I think they're about to.
What are we going to see here?
Hung up on the neck breaker.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Irish whip. They call Nia Jax the irresistible force, and she's proven that moniker true as she's overpowered the competition in NXT and WWE.
You ain't kidding, Cole. In both NXT and WWE, she'd tear through up-and-coming competitors in just a minute or two. She also turned in some dominating performances against the likes of Bayley, Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox, and Mickie James.
The two of you were discussing Nia Jax being irresistible, and I have to agree. You know, I recently invited Nia to my mother's house and offered to make her some apple pie. And technically, she didn't say no.
That's not what they mean by irresistible, Saxton. As the irresistible force of WWE, that means she plows through competition. Actions speak louder than words, gentlemen.
Boom! Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see...
Look at this. Digging deep for a kick out.
Too early in the match to end it.
Vicious strike.
There's a lot of... They're going to lock it in here. No, she escapes it.
Yeah, I don't know if she had it locked in fully, Michael.
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
Effectively using the knee.
Nia Jax, the irresistible force, is in action here. As her name implies, she's a tough competitor to overcome. Any ideas of how an opponent can prepare for Nia?
I'd say it's nearly impossible to take down Nia, but the few times Jax has lost has been due to competition with serious submission skills. We've seen arm bars and sleeper holds make the few dents in Nia's otherwise impressive records.
Going back to the discussion of submission holds succeeding against Nia Jax, Bayley used a sleeper hold to retain the NXT Women's Championship, and Asuka locked in an armbar for 2 whole minutes to beat Nia on Raw. And then there's Ronda Rousey, who skillfully...
Natalya going for the submission. She's starting to fight out, guys.
They did it! Wow, what a match! And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle.
Here are your winners, Natalia and Naomi.
The tag team action underway here.
And whichever team wins this match here tonight can absolutely make an argument for being one of WWE's top teams.
Man, you just can't knock the swagger out of the boss's game.
Why do words instantly lose their cool when they come out of your mouth, Byron?
I thought I delivered it well. Neck breaker. That could be it.
Nailed it.
Boom, what a kick.
Uh-oh.
Hurricane Rana! Oh, what a snapmare.
Oh, perfectly executed. You gotta believe this one's over.
Wisely bringing the action back into the ring.
Harsh impact.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, the New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold.
Lariat!
Look at this.
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
Look at this. Not good for the back and... Looking to lock it in here. Nia Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE. She somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
She's in a bad way here, Byron.
Don't count her out yet, Michael.
What a strike. Natalya beginning to stumble a bit. You can see her partner wants to get tagged in here. Talking some more about strategy against Nia Jax. Corey brought up that an opponent might have an advantage if they can get inside the head of the irresistible force. Do you agree, Byron?
Well, I'm not a fan of trash talking, but Nia has proven to be thin-skinned.
Nia Jax, big Look at this. She releases the hold.
That's a little surprising, no? Nia Jax is in trouble.
How can they get away with that? That's not legal. They're going to lock it in here. She better do something fast.
Oh, I don't know if Nia Jax knows where she is right now. What are we going to see here?
Hung up on the neck breaker.
What's the next move for Naomi to turn things around quickly to remain in this thing?
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE. She might have it.
I think she's trying to prove a point here. She better do something.
Whoa, impressive.
You could say that again. I never thought she'd break free from that one. Here we go with Nia Jax.
She better do something fast. The first ever win.
Nia Jax is measuring her. I don't think this is going to do it.
Nope, reverses it. Boom! What an elbow! Fellas, let's go back to...
What's this from Natalya?
She better do something fast.
A win like that says a lot about a duo.
These ladies put on quite a show. Here's another gander.
Here are your winners, Natalya.
Here we go, guys. Tag team action is underway.
And whichever team wins this match here tonight can absolutely make an argument for being one of WWE's top teams.
We got Sasha Banks in action right here. She is looking legit as always.
I don't know what's harder to look at, Sasha Banks' sunglasses or that bargain basement suit you're wearing, Byron.
What? I just bought this.
Natalya's version of the sharpshooter taught to her by her uncle, WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hitman Hart, is perfectly executed and can snap an opponent's back like a twig.
Ooh, what impact. Natalya's certainly learned this business from some of the best. When the Queen of Hearts takes that first step and turns over her opponent, the sharpshooter's locked in, which means it's all over for Natalya's adversary.
The sharpshooter is one of the most famous finishing maneuvers in sports entertainment. All it takes is seeing Natalya slap the submission on an opponent to see why.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is sickening to watch. They have no choice but to call the match. And here we go, tag team action underway. And who's starting this one off for her team? The Queen of Hearts, Natalya.
And with the women's division as white hot as it is right now, you just know this match is going to be one for the ages.
Beautiful technique.
Uh-oh. Backbreaker. Sasha Banks is scaling the ropes. Back in the ring now. Nia Jax, big move coming. She better do something fast. No, she breaks it.
Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael.
I'm going to go on the record right now and say Natalya is the physically strongest woman in sports entertainment. There's no way anyone can match power with the Queen of Hearts, though I think Natalya is strongest when her heart is black.
Impact.
Natalya has incredible strength and the ability to channel that strength in different ways. It would not be wise for an opponent to try and get the best of Natalya in the power department.
There are so many things a superstar needs to be wary of when locking up with the Queen of Hearts. But the first thing Natalya's opponent must accept is they can't try and match power with the third-generation superstar. Bad idea.
And now Sasha Banks heads up. Headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
They're gonna lock it in here. She better do something fast. All right, she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Mike.
Naomi has built up quite a WrestleMania resume over the last few years, and back-to-back WrestleManias, Naomi earned 2 impressive milestones, cementing her place in the WWE. Going for the cover. And Naomi pops the shoulder up. Not yet.
Clear up the revisionist history you two put forth about Naomi at WrestleMania. Naomi got lucky when she won that 6-pack challenge that was unfair to Alexa Bliss. And then the next year, she was outside the ring for half the match.
There's no asterisk at WrestleMania, Corey. Naomi has truly felt the glow at the... showcase of immortals.
She's getting closer, Corey. Look out. There's the tag.
And that changes the entire outlook for these women, Michael.
Keep your eye on this one. Look at this.
Double boots. Double DDT.
What are we gonna see here?
Hung up on that breaker. She's not looking good here, guys.
Man, she's got to get herself together here. Harsh impact. You gotta believe this one's over.
Ruthless aggression in the corner.
Yeah.
Here we go with Nia Jax.
She better do something fast. And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
She's in full control now.
Neckbreaker.
Ouch. Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the tag team action like in singles competition. Once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning. Looking for the win. Naomi looking a little drained out there. At this point, it's fair to wonder how much more she has to give here tonight.
She really needs to make it.
And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Nia Jax is really starting to fade now. We're going to see what she's made of here, guys.
Popped up.
Ooh, what impact.
Nia Jax did not waste any time in becoming a dominant force in NXT. After cryptic vignettes declared that Nia wasn't like most girls, she proved it by laying waste to NXT's best en route to Women's Championship contendership.
Going back to Nia Jax's NXT days, she really displayed her dominance on her rise to the top, dispatching performers like Liv Morgan and Carmella without much trouble.
I haven't been there for Nia's early days. I can tell you, she was milliseconds away from beating the likes of Bayley and Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship. Nia had takeover battles well in hand with both women.
Can she end it here? And she kicks out with relative ease.
She's still in this one.
They call it not. She goes for the cover. That was nowhere near a 3 count.
That's all right, Cole.
Naomi just too fast for her.
What a stomp. Good grief.
The two of you were discussing Nia Jax being irresistible, and I have to agree. You know, I recently invited Nia to my mother's house and offered to make her some apple pie. And technically, she didn't say no.
That's not what they mean by irresistible, Saxton. As the irresistible force of WWE, that means she plows through competition. Actions speak louder than words, gentlemen.
She's in control.
Here's Nia Jax, not letting up on her.
Oh man, Naomi is feeling the pressure.
Naomi really made her presence known in WWE when forming Team Bad. Gone were the days of cheerleading and handshaking. Naomi teamed up with Sasha Banks and Tamina to put the entire WWE Women's roster on notice.
If every tag team in the back isn't watching this match right now, they're doing themselves a major disservice.
Naomi being overwhelmed here.
Neckbreaker! With the damage sustained by Naomi, she could be on her way out.
She may have just hit a wall here.
That's over at this point.
She has to be careful here, guys. One wrong move, and she's going to find herself taking the loss here tonight.
When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
There it is.
It is, it's locked in.
And there it is, boys.
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael.
We've got to cover. 1, 2, and she kicks out.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole.
What are we going to see here?
Hung up on full impact.
Naomi is sizing up the situation. How about Naomi?
Nasty impact. Nice move by Naomi there, guys. She's a lady that can turn it on quickly, no doubt about it.
Naomi is some athlete. Slut leg moonsault.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback. Oh, man, Nia Jax doesn't even know where she is.
Naomi has her right where she wants her. Naomi's going for it.
When she gets in attack mode, look out. Toss to the outside.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double countout.
And Naomi's showing us how to have a good time.
Nailed it.
Back inside the ring now.
Brought in the hard way.
Another great tag team match here tonight. I don't think the tag team...
Jackson, a leg drop. Thunderous leg drop.
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
It could be over here. This is it. 2, 3. They got it. Let's take another look at these ladies going toe-to-toe.
Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show. This match wasn't exactly a barn burner, but we can't expect every superstar to be on their A game every time, I guess.
Sasha Banks and Nia Jax.
This is it. Tag team action underway here. the phenomenal AJ Styles.
When you talk about AJ Styles, the list of accomplishments is seemingly endless. Styles, a true global superstar before arriving in WWE, but since he's been here, AJ Styles has lived up to the moniker phenomenal.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles has constantly proven that he is a mastermind of offensive innovation, and it has taken him to the championship promised land on multiple occasions.
Big stage, big fight. AJ Styles is ready. The monster among men is here.
First, weighing in at
Here comes. Fatal four-way action is underway here, guys.
Hooked up, beautiful technique.
What a stomp. Good grief.
Hammerlock applied. Oh, no, no. Uh-oh. He's gonna break an arm. Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
This can go a variety of different ways, Corey.
And almost none of them are good. Ooh, just dropped.
Uh-oh. Wow! He might have it. This could stop AJ Styles for a while.
It might, but it probably won't.
He looks to be a little surprised right now.
And I guarantee you, the other three guys see the predicament he's in.
Yes! Unreal performance.
And here's another glance at these superstars in action.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
Without even breaking a sweat, this one is over.
I'm not impressed at all by AJ Styles' effort tonight.
Well, I mean, he tried.
The action we see each and every year at Money in the Bank simply never ceases to amaze me.
And we're underway here with this Royal Rumble match.
And as a reminder, both feet have to hit the floor in order to be eliminated. Call it the Shawn Michaels rule.
Ooh, this might be it.
Oh, my.
Oh, who's coming out next? Who is it? What a stomp. Good grief.
Oh, nasty impact.
What a stomp. Good grief. Look at the look on his face.
Oh, yeah, he looks super focused.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Oh, what a great
Mr.
escape.
McMahon
Wow,
has
I cannot
been
believe it.
eliminated.
Time just flies, doesn't it?
You gotta believe this one's over. Oh, what's it gonna be? Incredible impact. Uh-oh. Here he comes, fellas.
And he looks determined as ever.
Drop kick to the knee.
Oh.
Ooh, what impact. The wind-up. Beautiful technique.
After a decision by then...
Here we go. Number 5.
Akam has been eliminated.
It's Big Show on the way. You better look out now.
Ooh, what an up. Slam down hard. Back body drop.
Oh, you see that height on?
Guys, it's almost time for our next competitor. This guy has what it takes to make major impact here.
Yeah, you have to expect to make some noise here tonight.
Little known fact, guys, the first ever Royal Rumble was broadcast on free television at the very same time that the competition was holding their Bunkhouse Stampede pay-per-view. Coincidence? I think not.
He's starting to feel it here. Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
This thing appears to be slipping away from him in a hurry, guys, and you can bet he envisioned things going much differently for him heading into this match.
Oh, man, here comes R-Truth, and as always, little Jimmy's right by his side. Someone's got to get got.
And gets out of harm's way.
Oh, boy, that could have been bad, Michael.
What a strike. Right on the mark.
He's taking some offense. He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too...
Here we go.
Not the fall that hurts. It's the sudden stop at the end. But Big Show is so intimidating, he can turn a beast like Brock Lesnar into an underdog. That was the case at 2002 Survivor Series where the two collided for the WWE Championship.
Wow, this shakes things up a bit, to say the least. And Byron, you never want to find yourself in a spot like this.
Especially...
There's the elimination, Corey. What took him so long?
That could have been disastrous, Byron.
We're about to get another one.
Dragon Whip connects.
When you hear that music, it sends chills through your body. It's Kane. The big red monster Kane is here. My God, no one is safe.
A mighty R-Truth looking a bit surprised by this assault.
He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
I know it's early, but he has to do everything in his power not to let this get out of hand.
It's always a joy to see a
I think this is the beginning of...
The Big Show has been
the Big Show.
eliminated.
Big Show eliminated!
Corey, what do you think of his chances here tonight?
I definitely have him on my short list of favorites.
And that's elimination right there, guys, with an exclamation point, no less.
Michael brought up Daniel Bryan's 2018 return, which to me recalled Shawn Michaels' return back from a back injury. He always stayed tied to the product as...
There's the elimination, Corey.
What took him so long?
Nice job getting out of trouble there.
Talk about a great escape.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Oh, what impact.
Guys, whoever wins this match tonight will forever be ingrained in one of the most exclusive and elite lists of all of sports entertainment, and that is no exaggeration.
Here we go, guys. Elimination coming up.
Harsh impact.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Hey, he got himself into this mess.
He's got to get himself out of it now.
You know, Byron's point about the elite list of past winners is spot on. Think about the hundreds who have tried to add their name, but in the end, there's only that elite few.
Yeah, that's right. And that list contains some...
Here, lie detector.
Hey, Byron, what's up? What's he gonna do now?
That is exactly what R-Truth was waiting for.
Looks like we might get an elimination, guys. Got the leg, dragon screw.
Sometimes I'm surprised R-Truth was able to focus long enough to create a finishing move. When Truth drills an opponent with the lie detector, what usually follows is a 1, 2, 3.
Impactful slam. Boom.
Thunderous slam.
R-Truth clearly out of his element here.
And at this point, you have to wonder if he can recover from this.
Corey, I'd be careful about how you speak R-Truth. Truth makes sure whenever he drills an opponent with a lie detector that they suffer a direct hit.
One of the most dangerous things about the lie detector is R-Truth can drill an opponent with it, whether Truth is on the offensive or defensive side of things.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
He's starting to show signs of fatigue, but it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment. You're right. I mean, it'd be crazy for him to think he was going to walk away from this match completely unscathed.
He's not in a good spot here, guys. And that's elimination right there, guys.
With an exclamation point, no less.
like he's starting to tire. He can't be happy with how this is going right now.
I'm shocked he's even still in there, guys. Given the punishment he's taken, I figured somebody would have eliminated him by now.
You can learn a lot about a guy in a match like this, and what I've learned so far here tonight is that there's absolutely no quit in him.
Look at this. Trying for the elimination here. Dodges trouble there.
You got that right, Michael. That had elimination written all over it.
When we look at the prestige of winning the Royal Rumble match and how the event itself puts the world on the road to WrestleMania, we must go back to the success of the first Royal Rumble. The match started off with two future WWE Hall of Famers in Bret Hitman Hart and Tito Santana. And every 2 minutes thereafter saw an...
There's the elimination, Corey.
What took him so long?
A flying fish hook.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Corey, a few moments ago, you talked about the phenomenal lineup of superstars who participated in the inaugural Royal Rumble. Future WWE Hall of Famers included Jake the Snake Roberts, Harley Race, Don Morocco, Nikolai Volkov, Ultimate Warrior, and the Junkyard Dog. Each made an impact in the first ever Royal Rumble match.
And let's not forget, Michael, that the Mammoth One-Man Gang set the original record for eliminations in the Royal Rumble match with 6. But when it was all said and done, the man with the 2x4, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, disposed of the One-Man Gang and won the very first Royal Rumble match.
And gets out of harm's way.
Oh boy, that could have been bad, Michael.
Got the leg. Oh! Dragon Whip connects.
And the instinct from Fish on display.
So quick.
Oh, nasty impact.
Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque.
Simply put, guys, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for these three superstars.
Boom, what impact. Putting it all on the line. Incoming.
Kane.
Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex. Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque. Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
He's going for it all. Look out! This might be it! Oh, my! Look out, a possible elimination coming up.
A big-time moment right here as we're down to just 3 superstars.
Kane with the excellent move to get out.
What a stop! Good grief! Ooh! Harsh impact.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Scoop slam.
In some Royal Rumbles, competitors eliminate themselves. Who can forget Andre the Giant leaving the ring in 1989 when he saw a snake? Hopefully no reptiles show up in this one.
Looks to make an elimination here.
No time for bathroom breaks. We're down to the final 3 superstars. Belly-to-belly suplex.
This has been a rule.
And there's the last elimination. Put this in the books.
These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
This was another great moment. And last but not least,
Here is your winner, Kane.
And there's the last one standing. What a match.
to be the last one standing after such a grueling encounter is beyond amazing, Michael.
And with that win, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the fast lane on the road to WrestleMania.